this was sort of unexpected, and this tells you that it was not a deal that was formulated as close to as like 2 months ago because we would have got it announced. Instead, we just recently learned, yeah, Ryan Coogler is staying with Marvel Studios for and Disney for let's
Oh,
be real,
while.
it's going to be pretty much forever because this deal is going to lead into more because we found out
Yeah.
we're getting a Black Panther spin-off series, Kingdom of Wakanda, but then we also found out, well, that's just the first one. He's going to
Yeah.
oversee multiple things expanding on
Yeah.
this. Like it, in
Now,
essence.
my question with that quickly
Mhm.
is it just expanding on Black Panther stuff, or is it just like, oh yeah, Coogler's doing other like projects, not just focus on
Or
this one
I think it's a
IP?
combo of both. Like he's probably
Yeah,
gonna
it
have
sounds
like
like,
2 or 3 Black Panther projects, and by that I mean the movie and like 2 series. And then you're probably gonna get like his version of some X-Men team or something. Like I,
Humans, please.
Inhumans,
No,
yes.
not please.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this came out of nowhere, but goddamn,
Hmm.
am I excited by this? This is probably one of the things I'm most excited for because the biggest complaint I had about Black Panther was I want to see more of that world and the interpolitics of Wakanda, and it's like, oh, that's kind of what we're gonna give you. Well, okay, shut me up now because that's all I wanted, so I can't really complain about it now. Like, I'm cool, I'm good.
And so we've gone from talking about a show where it's kind of like, yeah, you can kind of figure it out, to like, I got no idea.
Yep. Yeah.
They could literally do whatever they wanted here.
I mean, Tristan, what's your
Yeah,
take on this? Like, what hypes you up about this?
it does because there's like if you've read Black Panther comics, it's if they do like a World of Wakanda type of deal, it's really cool because you'll go from politics from the capital to them dealing with terrorists up on the front line with
Mm,
with the angels. So it won't be boring for one thing for the most part if they can pace it well. And me personally, I was saying like if they did want a couple protagonists or a protagonist, that they could do like a Tales of Mumbaku, where they
yes.
go through his point of view for the first part of the show about dealing with the fall of what happened and how he's taken it, and go from there from other perspectives of other people of interest in the tribe.
Hmm. Well, I mean, how many is there? Like 5 or 6 regions in Wakanda that all have their
Yeah,
different own tribals. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
if
Yeah.
you were to technically do one episode per section of that world to sort of set up, look at these different, individualized politics that these own people have there that are part of Wakanda and like their own regions. You could really get into the nitty gritty like definition of this is why M'Baku really was clashing heads with T'Challa the entire time. Because
Mm.
look at their like there's something there that I think is so cool about exploring this entire
yeah,
world we don't know yet.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And it can lead into the more mystical side of
I
Wakanda,
hope
which is really
so.
cool.
yeah.
So that's the stuff I want. Give me all the magic and spiritual stuff.
Mm,
But then an anthology explaining like each tribe and going through all of that would be really cool as well.
you know. Well, also, now the interesting thing is like Black Panther 2, it's clearly going to set up like this spin-off series, which that's cool. That's exactly what it's.
It's, I thought this was coming out before Black Panther 2.
Real. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the impression I got.
Black Panther 2 starts shooting in July. Do you think they do a Guardians 3 and that Christmas special and they shoot them at the same time? Because then I could see it.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Because for me, anyway, like having this sort of a show before the sequel in the situation they're in gives the movie a lot of breathing room.
Yeah.
'Cause you can explain, like, if they just want to go, right, well, Shuri's going to be, for example, the new Panther. We have a show to explain all that. You haven't got to do anything. Just get right into what the movie's going to be about. You haven't got to waste time going around and doing everything else. Whereas you can now have a show to get through that and give it the like breathing room that tackling what's happened really needs,
Yeah.
and do it that. That was just purely my assumption, though. Like the impression I got from reading everything, but
No, I could definitely see that. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it would be interesting to see how they handle and how they're going to move forward with it. Because again, it's an expansion of the entire world of Wakanda. Like, my hope is that Coogler also sets up some of the other interesting fact. Like, I think he could handle Savage Land in such a cool way. Like, this show could set it up.
Like, you could bring in Namor in this as well.
Yes.
Or even do.
I mean, yeah, technically it's by way because they're connected. You know, like those properties, they kind of intermingle with each other. So yeah, that's
just give Coogler everything that has like a city or an economy type setup. It's like, oh, there's a this country down under the water. Cool, Coogler, go do your thing.
I mean,
that very Coogler, go do your thing.
The thing is, it's very rare, and you never see this with Disney. They don't do overall deals. So whatever he sat down with them for and pitched this entire universe that they greenlit 5 years worth of content and they only announced one so far, and they're like, oh, there's more coming. He must have made a goddamn impression that just made everybody go, okay, this dude is asking for like $250 million payday, give it to him, right? Like, it was pretty huge, whatever he pitched, which is, that's not the Disney model. So there's got to be more to this, and I think that's part of the reason why they only announced like the next 2.5 years of releases, because the next D23, which isn't this year, it's the following year, I think we're going to get a repeat of what we got last year, where they come out and they just go, oh, you didn't have enough, huh? Here's 30 new projects. Check out all these X-Men and all these Black Panther spinoffs. Oh, and also here's the stuff you're already used to getting sequels. Like, I think that's kind of their position to start developing all these other things. It's like, yeah, this lends a hand into that, I think, a world expansion.
Yeah, because I'm pretty certain it's safe to say that Black Panther was supposed to be like the next Iron Man. Everything.
Yep.
Like, he was gonna, like, him and that world were gonna be the focus and where everything else came from. Which it makes a lot of sense. Like, of course, Atlantis is gonna take on Wakanda because it's Namor. Like, Doctor Doom will rival in dictatorship. Well, there you go. Then go to war with that.
Yeah.
Set up these two huge sides of everything. Like, set up everything else. Why not?
And that's kind of the thing. Like, the world now knows about Wakanda. They know about the resources. They know about their healing abilities and all that. That's got to factor in would be like, we got to get in there and take it. And, I mean, you look at the United States in real life. Like, you got oil? You need freedom?
I was like, I mean, they'll try to take it.
Yeah.
Try. Doesn't mean they'll be successful.
I mean, hey, we know one white guy got into Wakanda and out again or something.
Yeah.
They weren't happy about it, but one person did. Who needs an army when you got one man?
And that's the thing. Bring back Claw. And bring him back as the whole sound bullcrap comic book excuse thing. Just do it. I want Andy Serkis back.
Because people were saying like they wanted like Eric Killmonger back. People are reading the comics. They did bring him back.
Yep.
Or, they brought him back, and then there was another one because apparently some from people from Wakanda went into another galaxy and settled a planet, and the current Black Panther of that planet is a Eric Killmonger.
Yeah, that Coates runs weird.
Yeah, I read like the first couple issues. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I was gonna say it lost me after a point. I was like, where's he going with this? And then I find out it's still going. It's still the same story. It's just like, whoa.
This Black Panther Star Wars is what it was.
Dude, he's taking the Jonathan Hickman approach. All right, I started to establish this story 17 years ago. It's going to pay off next year, guys. Just hold on.
Oh, no. He outdone Hickman on it.
Yeah.
Hickman's like, I would at least done 2 arcs by now. You're still on a 6-issue miniseries. Like, come on, Coates. Do your thing.
Oh,
but hey, maybe they do that in the series. They establish like Wakanda space flights and all that.
Oh, goddamn. Yo, get Coogler to introduce us to the Illuminati.
I keep forgetting about the Illuminati.
And they see the sword astronauts drifting in space. Are we gonna help them? Nah, they're fine.
Nah, they're good. Want to go help these fantastic astronauts? There's 4 of them in space. No, let them burn in that nebula.
I was gonna say it should be a topic actually, because about one.